This time, whatever we want, we talk about.
Every single video game genre. Which video game genre is best? Their time goes down in the description. If you'd like to jump around to different points in the episode, we talk everything from Tetris to The Last of Us. Enjoy! Welcome back to Whatever You Want, where we review content across all media, movies, TV shows, video games, and beyond, to give you the most interesting behind-the-scenes insights, storytelling techniques, all that jazz, and more.
We go over everything from Insomniac, Naughty Dog. Without further ado, let's jump right into it.
PreBanter, PreBanter. Bringing it back for this week only, for old time's sake. Also, because I need to pre-banter this. I usually tell my roommates when we're recording, but this was a super last-minute recording, so I don't want to disturb them. And I think my roommate's playing video games, so if he's shouting,
so I'm gonna shout pre-banter.
yeah. So no, I'm just saying. So if you hear other people, I apologize, but I didn't want to deter them. But also, my roommate's playing video games, and that's fitting with the episode of the week. So if you hear that, that screams of joy or anger for a video game. So it's fitting, So it's PreBanter related. Yeah, as we said in the intro, today we did our episode a couple weeks ago, or a couple months ago, I think, where it was we explained every film genre very quickly. And now we're going to go through and cover all the video game genres and talk about maybe our top few from each one. I was thinking maybe we could do a deep dive, where we take... This could be a bunch of episode ideas where one day we go into a later episode and we just dive into Sandbox and we just talk about maybe we rank and try to determine what the best Sandbox game is and do a deep dive into just Sandbox games and individual aspects of each game.
I'm very curious to see what you would say the best Sandbox game is, because I feel like I know what yours is.
Well, subscribe for that, because that's a later date.
I have a different
Minecraft, but it might not be. What do you think it is?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Gmod.
That's also on the list, but we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, we are a little bit. Yeah.
So beforehand, you asked me what categories I had on this list. I literally had no idea, and I still might be missing categories, but I looked on a bunch of different... There's no definitive list of genres. I felt with movies, there was more definitive list. With video games, there were such a wider breadth, I feel of genres.
Because as game developers, man, we're gods. We get to make our own rules. You get to
do that in film too.
Make our own worlds. Well, yeah, that's true. But
it was just really interesting because I looked on a bunch of different websites. And there were a bunch of different things. I looked on Steam and at their categories. I was maybe that will help, but it didn't have exactly everything I wanted. Steam, if you go under categories, they have action, role playing, strategy, adventure, simulation, sports, and racing. But I wanted a little more. So the website I found, these are the genres we're going through: Sandbox, strategy, shooters, multiplayer online battle arena, role playing, simulation, sports, racing, puzzle, party games, action, adventure, survival, horror, platformer. So we have a lot to go through. Do you just want to jump into the first genre?
Let's just jump into it. You have the whole list there. I wouldn't know it unless I'm looking at it. So you got it. Let's go into it.
Okay. So first I have Sandbox on this list.
Yes.
Yeah, what are some standout Sandbox games? What do you like about Sandbox?
Well, we already named a couple. Minecraft's Gmod for me with PlayStation. Little Big Planet was a big one. Dreams is also very different. I don't think it kicked
Dreams,
off as much.
Isn't that on PS4?
Yeah. So it's also by Media Molecule.
That's a game creator tool, right?
Yeah.
I think that's the tool that the guy's using to make a fan-made Avatar: The Last Airbender game. He's using Dreams.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So it's amazing what kind of coding and stuff you're able to do in that. I'm talking about Dreams specifically here, but it's pretty powerful. But I feel it's limited by its availability with it only being on PlayStation and in that game. You have to get a game to then have a whole access to other games.
Get a game to make a game.
Yeah, so that's the logo
and the marketing. Yeah. I also just want to again preemptively say that I feel with games, and you know this, Daniel, but they don't all neatly fit into one category. Minecraft's a sandbox, but it's also you can do survival stuff in it and role playing, whatever. So I feel all games are kind of role playing. So that's a category I'm what? Because your role playing is even Tetris, you're role playing as blocks falling. I guess I don't know. It could be
in
argued.
Pong, you're in paddle.
Yeah, that's literally the example I've written down. I was Pong, you're role playing as a line that doesn't want to let a ball or a pixel go by.
Quick tangent. I forget if I brought this up before. This is kind of related to games because an AI, because there's a lot of new stuff coming up with AI and development now.
Was it the organic thing?
Yeah, and they have it playing Pong. They have freaking neurons.
This is gonna be confusing because you brought this up in an episode that's releasing after this. I know what you're talking about, but no one else knows what you're talking about with the organic AI.
So they have these. So instead of it being AI or artificial intelligence, it's organic intelligence because they're like mimicking neurons.
I already just edited the other episode. You're gonna explain twice.
You know what? I'm just gonna say it again because you just said it's different. Fine. So it's good content.
So it's playing Pong.
Just think of it like a human-made brain, right? Mm-hmm. They are making play Pong and are able to do more advanced things with it. So it's gonna be freaking crazy, dude.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. So some of the other ones for Sandbox, just going back to that I have on my list, I've got Terraria. Yep. Rust as well is one that I've played before.
Rust.
You don't like Rust?
I don't.
It's kind of like survival.
Here's why I don't like Rust. The community and the time cycles of it are bad.
It really depends on what
people to get into.
Yeah, and people just raid all the time, which if you're like into that, like, and you get built up and can raid other people, I imagine that's fun. I never have the time commitment to get to the point where I can raid other people, so I'm just the one getting raided, and then I'm stuck with a rock.
Yeah. Stuck with a rock in my underwear.
It's about drive. It's about power. Yeah.
Too many Dwaynes, man. Too many Dwaynes.
Yeah. I think City Skylines, would you consider that Sandbox? That's kind of strategy simulation Sandbox, I guess.
That's where you start breaking the tangents, because you could technically like say games like Sims or like...
Yeah, well, we have a simulation category.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's simulation aspects, but then there's also... That's also technically Sandbox, because you're creating. If you're able to create any aspect, that's technically Sandbox to a degree.
I will say that Sandbox is one of my favorite genres. I just love being able to do anything you want, like whatever we want. That's the name of this podcast.
Oh yeah, true. But no, I feel like that's why a lot of Minecraft have its versatility. You know, like it's because of what you're able to do all in it.
And because of that, you can like make other genres of games in it. Minecraft. Like you can do adventure maps in Minecraft. You can do.
Do Bed Wars.
Like role-playing servers. Like there was that whole Star Wars role-playing server I think we joined. We joined like role-playing you're going to Disney in Minecraft. Like Bed Wars. It's kind of like the freaking multiplayer like online.
Don't act like you're not proud of it, Jake. Come on.
No, I'm not. I love Bed Wars. I play it all the time. Well, whenever you are in a mood to play it.
Dude, I hate Bed Wars so much.
I appreciate you putting up with it because I enjoy it.
I like coming up with my own ways to enjoy it. So like just for reference, Bed Wars is like a battle royale, kind of like Fortnite, but instead it's in Minecraft, and you have beds. If your bed gets destroyed, you can no longer respawn. Yeah,
that's great.
So I usually just make a giant pancake. Dude, that was one of my favorite nights when we made the giant pancake with all the teams.
Gosh.
Oh my gosh.
So just to lay the groundwork, for Bed Wars, like you're over the void, and Daniel got so pissed off just playing, kept dying, that he was like, I'm not gonna even play. My game is gonna be, I'm gonna see how much of like a flat wool platform I can make around our base, and like before we get killed. And then one of the first, we did it a few times, and I think like literally one of the first nights we were doing this, you managed to convince everyone. You were like trying to be all jovial in the chat before, and like, guys, let's be friends.
Make a giant pancake.
Yeah,
exactly.
And it worked. Like I have a recording of, if I can find the clip, I'll put it in the video.
It was like freaking the current state between U.S. and China and Russia, dude. Because like you have like the different teams there.
Got everyone to like literally like not play the actual game, and we just built a giant pancake around the entire map, and like we're at peace the whole time. There was literally like a summit at one point, like a world convention. Well,
that's the thing. Like
because someone tried to break the peace.
We were the only ones with a bed still. Everyone else, I think, had broken beds at some point.
That's role playing like politics right there. Dude, Minecraft again, versatile.
Dude, that's one thing I'm actually kind of scared about, because like I can.
Is my politics in Minecraft? Me too.
No, I can randomly like lead people like in moments like that. Like I just kind of like.
That's. I mean, it's a good quality to have.
Well, it's a good. But no, it's good. But like in a culty way. Like I don't know. That's felt a little culty. I didn't
feel that culty.
Maybe I'm thinking more about like Pavlov, because like I do that all the time in there.
Maybe.
Where like I don't want to be killed, so I'm just like instantly like, hey, I'm friendly. You want to be friends?
That's actually a good point.
Make a giant group of people. You know,
freaking VR. Like that's like a medium, kind of like how animation's a medium, not a genre. Like that's kind of, I would compare that where like VR is like a type of way to play video games, but you can have every genre that we're talking about in VR. Like you could do Minecraft in VR, you can do Sandbox games in VR, like all that stuff. Just want to make that. All right, ready for the next genre?
Yeah.
I have next on this list, this is in no particular order, I have real-time strategy / turn-based strategy. So strategy games.
Yes.
I have Civ on here.
Civ.
Uno, you consider? I would consider that more like party game, but I guess Uno.
It depends.
I mean, you could argue again. Every game has strategy. Like, are there any games that don't have strategy? Like, I don't know. You need to be strategic in every game. What game requires zero thinking?
I feel like there's a lot of games that require no thinking, but it also just depends on how you play it.
But I can't think of them. Yeah,
like, again, like me making the pancake. There's no thinking in that.
I was just doing it. You had to be strategic to politically align all of the
that
four
one
nations.
time. Every other time, I'm just doing it. You know?
Yeah.
So I guess it'd have to be a game where you're literally just doing something.
Yeah, there's strategy because you have to consider like how much wool do you want to allocate and like to certain sides and. Yeah, I think my roommates are now watching Mandalorian potentially. So if you hear that, I'm sorry.
There, got it.
But yeah, so Civ. I also on here. I think Civ is like my favorite of the strategy games. There's like Warhammer and StarCraft I've heard about. I don't think I've ever played those. I feel like Warhammer, like these strategy games, like it takes a lot to get into and I just haven't dedicated the time. Even Civ takes a while to get into, but like my friends kind of dragged me into it and I love it. So I might like the other ones, but I just haven't dedicated the time.
Yeah, it's tough because there's a lot of logic when it comes to these games that you have to first understand before you can actually start like appreciating and really getting into it.
Yeah.
So that is the challenging part. But I do agree. You like the boys in Civ. Like, come on, those nights are really great.
Yeah,
ones, dude.
I forget who said it. I don't know if it was you or Tyler. I think we were talking about like what games everyone likes. I think you said you were like, Jake, you're really good at strategy games, and that just meant a lot. I really appreciated that. I was like, thanks, man.
You are good at strategy, Jake. Yeah, games. I said James because I was just James. But no, seriously, dude, you are like it's just
thanks, man.
You have that logical kind of
strategy game among us. Gotta lie.
You're our bard wizard and I'm our rogue. That's kind of just like our standard.
Speaking
We're
of
talking in D&D terms.
Yeah, if you haven't watched or listened, our D&D podcast on the movie came out last week. We haven't recorded that yet, so let us know
that was
retroactively if it was good. I think I've heard good things from early reviews, so
really
hoping it's good.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's good too. It looks actually pretty fun.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of fun, ready to get back to video games, back to the tank. Oh, segue. So, I mean, yeah, strategy. Any other strategy games you want to shout out besides like Civ? I think that's the main one for me.
Oh man, I just thought of a weird one. You could technically include Spore.
Oh shoot! Like the creature one.
Yeah, that combined with the Sandbox.
I haven't played that. I played that on the DS. Dude, oh my gosh!
It was on DS.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Oh,
what'd you play it on?
Just PC.
Oh, wait.
But that was like the old like back on the old PC I had
Spore
with
creatures.
my sister when we were little. But yeah, think about it, right? You gotta like think about like how you're building your creatures and then like what attributes you want to give them and like do you want them to be quick? Do you want them to be tall? Do you want to be able to like be able to fight?
And
then later on when you advance your civilization, it's like, are you building up your cities? You know, like how
I never got that far into Spore, honestly.
Oh, dude, I found Earth in Spore.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah, it's an Easter egg. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, ready for the next genre?
Yeah.
I've got shooters. This is a big one, like FPS kind of things, and third-person shooters as well. Well, I mean, for me,
Fortnite. Oh.
That's like kind of more battle royale. I guess it's a third-person shooter.
It's still technically shooter.
Shooter.
Shooter. Oh my God, my brain is so fried
Sherbert.
from all the work I did today, dude.
Yeah,
oh
sorry.
My God. No, it's all good.
But yeah, you get to talk about video games again.
I mean, dude, that just kind of goes to show like how much I love games, though, dude.
Yeah,
like, I can literally just like do it. Like I'll be mad, sure, because my own code isn't working. Sure, that's code. But like at the end of the day, I love games so much. You know.
Yeah. They're fun. They bring people together, like Halo did for me. Halo is, I think, honestly,
Halo
my all-time favorite FPS. Oh. I forget. I was talking to someone at a dinner the other night that was like at a different, like I think a little bit older than I was, like by a substantial amount of time. Like not someone I would like normally hang out in crowds around my age. And we were talking about like games. I think we were talking about the Halo series, and we were like, it didn't do the game's justice. And then we were talking about like Halo, and he was like, I was like, what's your favorite one? He was like, oh, Halo Reach. And I was like, that's my favorite one. And we just instantly became like immediate best friends. It was amazing.
Nice. Yeah. For me,
it's COD, isn't it?
Well, specifically
Modern Warfare 2.
Yes.
Yeah, bro. Yes. I know you. You're my actual best friend, not this other chump.
Oh my God, because dude, that the gameplay combined with that was one of the best stories ever told in a first-person shooter. Maybe any game. It was. I mean, it's tough to go up against other games that like focus on storytelling, like Naughty Dog. But like out of like a Call of Duty game, like that was like.
What games did Naughty Dog do?
Uncharted, Last of Us.
Yeah, that's kind of in our action adventure genre. Yeah. But I guess that could be like. Well, that could also be shooters if you're thinking.
Yeah.
But I think it's more known. I would if I'm thinking that, I'm thinking like the action adventure story side of things versus like, yeah, I'm gunning people down. I'm Joel.
Yeah, true.
Anyways, next on shooters, I've got Splitgate as well. I need to shout that out for Evan.
Oh, Jesus.
We should have had Evan on this episode, but again, this was just a super last minute thing. Sorry.
Technically, we can include Portal.
You're shooting portals, I guess. That is so far fetched.
I think even Valve includes that in like the shooter genre.
What?
Let me see. I could be wrong on that. Check Steam.
Definition of.
I'm just saying by what they have on Steam.
Shooter. Type of game involves shooting enemies and other targets, in which a player views the action as through the eyes of the character. True. I mean, it doesn't. You're shooting targets, I guess. Like. You're shooting a portal. That's a stretch.
Under technicality.
Maybe. It's an old code, but it checks out. You got Destiny as well.
Oh, dude.
Shout that out for you. Destiny 2.
Destiny. I just checked. Like, it came out in, like, late 2014. And I was playing, like...
What?
Yeah.
It's almost 10 years old.
Dude, I've been playing since early 2015. I got, like, that Christmas.
Dang.
So, like, I've been playing Destiny since, like, day one, practically. And it's been like...
That was Bungie that did that after Halo, right?
Yeah. That's one thing I liked about it. It felt like a combination of like Halo and Call of Duty when it first came out, and then kind of went its own way. But it's really feels good. But
yeah. Next in this FPS thing, I also want to shout out like Apex and like you said, Fortnite. So I feel like Apex is like a first-person shooter, but it's like kind of also the battle royale side of things. You know.
Well, that's the thing. There's genres in genres. You know, I feel like we should also clear that up.
I said that earlier. Like there's sub-genres and like not everything fits neatly into one category.
Yeah.
All right. Ready to jump into the next one? I know we're kind of rushing through these, but like we've got a lot.
Yeah, we're taking a lot of time.
And like I said, I don't want to get too deep into the cake. I want to dive into a certain piece, a slice. But Jake,
it's a lie. The cake is a lie.
Oh shoot. Dang. All right, then I'll get the pie. Maybe that's what they're referring to. Maybe it's a pie and not a cake, and it's like a lie. That way.
No, it's just neurotoxin, Jake.
No, maybe
neurotoxin.
Portal 2 is actually first considered an FPS and our first-person shooter, and that's why everyone's like, it's a lie, because everyone thinks it's a puzzler. Whoa!
Ooh.
That's not our deepest theory, but we still have our Yoda theory we need to talk about one day.
Yeah, dude, we actually do.
I forget exactly what it was, but we wrote it down because I knew I would forget.
Yeah.
I think, wasn't it something about genocide, something? Yes, it was. It was Yoda and genocide. Yeah. Yes. Okay. If you want to hear about that theory, let us know in the comments and subscribe because we have a Yoda genocide theory that I think actually has a ton of merit. We were just on the phone call in the car and we were just like, I was in the car and I was like, write this down because we cannot forget this. Don't spoil it. But yes, yeah.
No, just so I know.
I remember, dude. All right. Next on the list of genres. Genre.
Yeah.
I know, dude. It's a good one, isn't it?
Yeah.
You want to hear that. Maybe that should be the next one-off episode. Anyways. But I want to like dedicate time and like actually form the whole theory, like the story and be like, this is why it's irrefutable. Anyways, next genre I've got multiplayer online battle arena or MOBA. I don't really play these games, but these are like your Dota 2s, your League of Legends, that kind of game.
I don't like these at all. I know. Dude, the one time I tried to do League with Carson?
Yeah, he tried to do it with me too.
He's trying to get at me, and I'm just...
I feel bad. He loves this game. It's our friend from high school, but I just did not like it. You don't need to do the
tutorial, and then I was like, okay, you can explain it well.
We should have done the tutorial.
We should have done the tutorial, dude. I didn't get shit.
He was like, go jungle, and I was like, what is that?
Where's that? Your mom's pants? Like...
What? What a violation.
Oh,
you haven't spoken to Carson in like years.
Yeah, I know. That's a bad joke. I might want to cut that. Oh, God.
No, I'm leaving it in so Carson knows. If you want me to cut it, I can. But if not...
It's just a joke. It's just off we were stuck on FPSs,
Serious.
Man. So, like, I was like...
Backpedaling. He's in the trash talk, like, mindset.
Yeah.
These 14-year-olds. That's the thing. We were those 14-year-olds. Those were the days. I miss being the 14-year-old, just, like, trashing on adults in Halo.
Yeah, but I don't feel like we sweated like they do.
I sweated in Halo.
I know. I see my cousins now, and they're just like, oh my god, dude.
Dude, I sweated in Halo.
Ugh.
Yeah. Anyways, those were bad times. I then like met women, and life is good. So a whole new world. Anyways, any other ones you want to add to this multiplayer online battle arena? I feel like for some people they can like dive into, and people put in like hundreds, if not thousands, of hours. It's insane, but like you have to. It's like really niche, I think.
Yeah. Does Paladins in like Overwatch are they I guess technically in this?
Maybe. Overwatch.
Because it's more about like the format of the map and the routing, I believe, and like the combination of characters and abilities. Because it has to be like a hero shooter aspect. Which, to clarify, a hero shooter.
Is Overwatch a MOBA? That's like one of the first questions on Google.
Well, yeah.
It is mainly an FPS game, but is more accurately it's an arena shoot. Takes inspiration from older games. While the game of the play of Overwatch is nothing like a MOBA. Oh, that's the sentence. While the gameplay of Overwatch is nothing like a MOBA, there are no towers to attack or defend. There are no lanes to play in. I guess lanes are like an important thing. Like go hot.
Well, I mean, technically there are, but it's broken up.
Yeah,
in different
but
ways.
it's different per map. Like I think in MOBAs, like they're all pretty similar. Maybe. Yeah. I have no idea, as I do not actively play MOBAs. Yeah, MOBA's a cool like acronym though for.
It is. It definitely
game.
is.
I'm jealous of that. I mean, FPS is cool, but like turn-based strategy is TBS, and that's already something else, I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyways, ready to jump into the next genre?
Yeah. What we got?
Oh, we've got role-playing, which again, like RPG games, I feel like is any video game, honestly. Like.
Yeah, but what are the ones that you're finding and want to start this definition off with?
I feel like it's a lot of the action adventure games I'm thinking as well, but like the ones that I looked up were like Skyrim, Zelda, that kind of stuff.
I feel like the strong emphasis here is for a role-playing game, you need obviously a role or like a specific character
Knights of the Republic
that you're able to fill. But there's also variations in that too, because
Knights of the Republic's a good shout.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
There's ones like I'm thinking like Skyrim, right? Like you said, or like ESO.
The Witcher.
Well, no, excluding Witcher.
No, I'm just listing other RPGs.
But there's ones where you're able to make your character yourself. Pretty much is what I'm trying to say. Like you are defining your character by the actions you take.
So you're like role playing as this character you're creating.
Yeah. Whereas in other games like The Witcher or Zelda,
you're like someone.
You're specifically someone, right?
Interesting. I'm not sure how like that's such an interesting technicality I haven't thought about. I wonder if that's considered that. I don't know.
I'm just saying it's important to identify that delineation between the like two main types, I would say.
You could argue though that like if you're role playing as Geralt or
you're still doing it. Like you're still you're still taking up
Zelda,
a role.
Link, not Zelda. People
but it's different between like generating a role and like taking one.
Yeah. Generating a role. Like our D&D episode last week, check it out. I don't know why I'm like in super plug mode today. Yeah, I feel like all the Elder Scrolls games, Elden Ring as well, are all like RPGs.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah.
There's also MMO RPGs, like massively multiplayer online RPGs. Yeah. I never really got into those, as you know.
Technically, Destiny's also an MMO
RPG. Yeah. Interesting. What's like some of your favorites of this category?
I mean, I feel like we already said them. I play Destiny
like
a lot
Skyrim.
of time. Skyrim's a classic. I want to get back into ESO, but I feel like I'd take too much of my time, honestly.
Has Skyrim been remastered yet?
Notice my silence here, and in the video version, notice my face. You know how many times Todd Howard has remade Skyrim?
There's the remastered special edition, Skyrim VR. They did an official Skyrim VR. Expanded Legendary Edition and the extra expanded Anniversary Edition. Okay, yes, they have done. Oh wait, I'm looking Skyrim 2 remastered again with 500 new Creation Club deal. Yeah, it looks like it's been happening a lot.
Yes,
I need to go back and play it then. I didn't know when was the last.
It's been remastered to hell, dude.
What's the last good one? What's one I should do?
Just get a version that you can mod, and then just
that's Daniel's way of saying I have no idea what the latest version is.
Yeah, because it's Skyrim. There's been so many.
Oh,
that's literally that's like saying. That's like saying, like, what's the last number in pi? Right. Do you know?
That's it. That's not a real thing. There is a real last version, though. Pi goes on forever. That's a horrible analogy.
That's a perfect analogy because how many times has it been remastered?
Back again. Elder Scrolls Skyrim Anniversary Edition. All right, I honestly want to play that. might 100% play that.
I wonder if there's multiplayer mods.
We should do that.
Dude, we should. We definitely should.
Next on this list, I've got simulation.
I'll die you off of
what?
High Hrothgar, dude, I would love that. Oh my god. Die you off of High Hrothgar.
Ah, thanks,
dude.
Man.
I'm just saying that'd be so funny. Like we finally get up to talk to the Greybeards and just like actually. Sorry.
Did I tell you I went Skyriming like in real life, like up a mountain?
I think you did. Yeah.
Dude, that was so crazy. Like oh my gosh, I went to Zion. I just want to tell a story again for the podcast. But I went to Zion, which is like this national park, this beautiful national park in Utah, with our buddy Aaron Leppy, who is like crazy athletic, like Ninja Warrior. Literally used to lead adventures, expeditions to Zion. And when he was leading these expeditions, he could never go to the east side of Zion and explore just because their permits didn't allow for it. So he was finally going with me without like leading an expedition for his job. So like it was just a personal trip. So we got to go wherever we wanted to, whatever we wanted to do. And that's make it sound really sexual. It was not sexual.
Yeah, me and my Brokeback Mountain.
we were driving through East Zion, and on the first day, I was like, this mountain looks really cool. And he was like, we can climb that if you want. And I was like, oh, really? Cool. So on the last day, we come back, and we see the mountain again from the road. It doesn't look too bad. So we park and start climbing up it. But as we get closer to it and like start going up, it just gets ridiculously steep. Like, I think at one point, it might have been like over 45 degrees potentially, but
yeah, no, you sent me a video and like you started off like looking out, so it was like, oh, that's a nice, beautiful wide shot, and then you rotated and panned over to like to where you guys were standing.
Yeah, and
there's just Leppy literally like, on the side of the cliff.
We're like we seriously were like mountain goats. Like it was actually insane. Like, and as I was going up, I was like, I'm Skyriming. This is fun. Just had momentum. Then like I stopped to breathe for a minute. We stopped where we were at, which was pretty high, and we turned, and I was like, how do we get down? Like we literally like crab walked down. Like that was a strategy that Leppy was showing me. Like because you're able to lean back and you have your center of gravity over the mountain, and you have your hands to like grip the rocks for like friction, and then like you can scoot on your butt as another point of contact. Like it was like actually a legit strap, but like it was terrifying. But before that, I was like, I'm Skyrimming. Woo! It was cool. So I feel like
easy going up.
All that to say, I think I would be good at the remastered anniversary, even though I haven't played Skyrim in years.
You know what that just reminded me of?
What?
I lost Shadowmere. And
really?
That makes me sad. Yeah, you know Shadowmere, like the horse that doesn't die?
Yeah. Wait, how did you what?
Well, apparently he died on me, or like he like warped or something.
That's
or,
like such a sad thing. Like this unkillable, undying horse died on me. That's how alone I am. Like what the heck?
Dude. It was so sad. And I remember I kept on like going and searching the mountains in that area for so long, looking
through
for
the mountains. Oh, like, that's so sad.
Yeah, no, dude. I remember I was actually really sad. And I couldn't go back to like a previous save because like my last save was like so far away. And I was like,
wow, so you didn't want to actually like go back and find him? You could have. You had the opportunity to, but you were like, no, progress.
Well, yeah, but it was like, dude, I would have been back at like the beginning of not the beginning of the game, but like really far back.
A true horse lover.
Like I wouldn't have had my wife or my house in solitude.
So you have to choose between your wife and your horse.
Yeah.
Interesting. Anyways, all right, enough Skyrim. Back to the tank. Ready to jump into?
It's like weird how much I remember about Skyrim.
I love Skyrim.
It really just shows how good of a game it was. Anywho, yeah, we should continue.
Ready for simulation games. Basically, we've got The Sims, SimCity. There's so many just random simulators like online. Like there's trucking simulator, there's flight simulator, which is good for like training.
I like the meme simulator games, like power washing simulator and stuff like that.
Like paint dry simulator, like house
lawn mowing simulator. Yeah,
dude. Honestly, some people like really, I think, just enjoy those, like the monotonous like tasks, just like turn your brain off.
Which is kind of funny, you know, because like there's a lot of times where you'd be like, I'd never do this in real life.
I know,
like so, like painful or boring, and then you're like, oh, let me do it here. I gotta get $20 digital.
Yeah, I see a lot of people stream it. Yeah, honestly though, I kind of want to like do a night where it would just be fun to mess around and like see how you can break the simulator. Like I think the trucking simulator one that I saw some people play is like super janky. Like the wheels glitch all the time and like you can drive off road just like at ridiculous speeds. I think the one was like you can reverse, but like it wasn't coded correctly. So like you could reverse and it just kept accelerating. So you could just reverse to infinity speed. It was like the funniest thing. The most janky simulator.
Dude, well, no, that reminds me because that's also kind of like my other favorite type, which is like the ones that have like engineering.
Trucking simulators?
Well, no, like the ones that have like engineering to some degree.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
I think you would like Satisfactory.
Yeah.
I think we should play that.
That'd be fun. Yeah. You know what? I think you'd like.
What?
This is technically more of an RPG still, but No Man's Sky, especially now that there's been a bunch of updates.
I have seen that.
Well, I was saying I played since like day one, and it like. There's a lot of hate towards it. I didn't really get the hate.
Yeah, that's why
like just going around and exploring.
Slowed down because I heard like a lot of the planets they're like procedurally generated, which is cool, but like it kind of gets repetitive, and there wasn't much to do initially, so I kind of stayed away because of that hate. But it's gotten better, you say?
It's a lot better. I mean, I haven't played it because I used to play it on PlayStation, and now it's I'm on PC. But from what I've heard, it's been going through like massive overhauls. It'd be cool for me to like see if I could link my account and like continue.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the worst. Like, that's why I like PC because like you just always have the same save, dude.
Dude, that's another reason why I like Destiny because that was like one of the only games where it has active cross save. So like I could just do it.
That's such a cool feature that should be implemented like way more than it is.
Yeah, and dude, that's the thing. It's my same character from Destiny 1. So like all the way back
cool.
then. Like even now.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's why I love that shit. Anywho.
That's also kind of why I don't like it, because if I were to get in now, I'd be coming in day one, and you'd be like, I've been playing for 10 years. You're so behind.
That's why I feel bad about Evan, because it's like, because Evan wants to play, and he wants to do campaign, but then he's just like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah. That's the fun of it. Anyways, also My Sims Kingdom, just want to shout that out again. I know I went on a rant about that a while ago, but like, My Sims Kingdom, dude, is such a fun game. I think it's kind of more RPG, maybe like even Sandbox / puzzle. It's kind of puzzles. It's a cross genre game. That's why I love it so much. But yeah, it has sim in the name, so I should mention it. You're simulating. You're a wizard in a. This is kind of like roleplay. Simulation is everything. Like you're simulating everything in a video game. Like I'm simulating being like this dragonborn guy in Skyrim, so that's technically a simulator, you know?
Yeah, true.
Based on the definition of simulation.
I'm simulating all the cheese I'm spawning in and dropping down this mountain. Yep.
I'm simulating I'm roleplaying. Wait, I'm just realizing the best RPG is I Am Bread. I'm roleplaying bread right now that can move and connect the things.
But no, dude, the levels in that too, like the Star Wars memes in that.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Oh my god, yes. It's a simulation in a simulation. And it's just like the simulations.
Oh my gosh. The I Am Bread just exploded. I haven't played that in so long. I played that a lot on Blue Butter Bagel's channel because it was one I could do alone. And because I just couldn't coordinate with everyone. But yeah, anyways, any other sims you want to bring up?
Nah, not really.
Okay.
Not really my top genre, but yeah.
Next is on my list is sports.
See, this is the one genre that I actually hate. Minus ones that do like a twist.
What about Wii Sports, bro?
No, like that's what I'm saying. It's like
favorite.
A twist.
Wii Sports
because like as Wii Sports, you get like actually kind of doing the thing, you know? Or like Rocket League is like it's soccer but with a car.
Oh, I
you know?
didn't even consider that
so
sports.
It changes.
Yeah, true. I forgot about that.
Yeah, so like, but if it's just straight up like Madden or like FIFA or like
yeah, I'm just
2K,
not a huge FIFA Madden guy. Yeah, I'm not a huge into that. But like, I understand sports fans why they would like that like a lot. I understand the appeal, but I just not for me because like I'd prefer to just go outside and do the sport.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's another thing too when it comes to like doing the sport is like I remember like for example like going out with my cousins, right? Like I always want to do Star Wars Battlefront 2, but they're like, oh no, let's do Madden like 2005, and I'm like, okay, fine. So then we do Madden, and like.
It's like your potato story.
you well no like you it's like split screen, right? So like you see your plays and then they have their plays.
Yeah, I hated that.
Like,
I would always look.
You can see what I'm about to do, so like why am I what is this? Like
that was a really dumb mechanic. Like let me choose the play and you just watch what I'm about to do and lose all strategy in the game.
Like how else are you supposed to do it?
Yeah.
You know? Unless you like have hotkeys set up to like do specific combinations of plays.
I think they fixed that in later versions because I think like they did eventually set it up. I think I haven't played in like probably like 7 years, but I think like they started it where you don't just like hover and select it. It gives you like, you press on the Xbox like X, Y, or A to choose a specific play, but I don't think it highlighted which play you actually chose. I think
that makes sense to a degree. I can get that.
But then I also was like never sure if I actually clicked the right button, and I was like, am I gonna do this or am I gonna pass? Like, I don't know what's about to happen.
Is my receiver gonna be there or is he gonna be online? Like,
yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. I like the sports game with like the twists, like Rocket League and like Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort, dude. Oh my gosh.
Dude, that one guy that would always beat you up in like the boxing. Yeah, or like the sword thing too. He was always like,
oh my gosh,
literally killer.
I just played a couple weeks ago the Frisbee with the dog and Wii Sports Resort with my roommate, and I was actually like scarily good at it. I was very surprised. I was like, this is pretty cool. Like, I still got it. My dog, I think I was also playing as Shaggy, and I named my dog Scooby, so we had synergy.
Nice.
Any other sports games you want to talk about before we jump into racing? That's also the thing. Wait, I like sports games with like a twist. Like, I don't like playing regular golf games, but like I like playing Wii Sports Golf. Maybe it's because I just like the Mii's and I just like bright colors, and because it's not like super realistic and it's easier. True. Maybe, I don't know.
I mean, I like playing like mini golf games, but that's also because you can like make maps.
Oh,
or, like,
those
really
are fun.
Different
Yeah.
Or weird. Yeah. Like the hole-in-one maps.
Maybe
I don't
we just
really
like
play those that
unique,
often, but like
I think we do like the games with like a twist. Like maybe like we like, so maybe we just don't like straight up like copies of sports, but also we're just not huge sports fans. I don't think.
Yeah,
I like certain teams, but like I'm not like I have to go see a basketball game once a month or I'm gonna like pass out. I don't know. I don't know if anyone's like that.
That reminds me. Oh my god! Back in Zawadi's class,
our history teacher. Yeah.
Yeah. There's like this like prize you'd get if you were like, because I don't know if you remember, he had like a random question, like every day you went to class, something like that.
Oh yeah. I liked those.
So there was this one. It was like a sports question, and like I was trying to be sarcastic and funny, and I like it was like a football question, but I said like a baseball team. Like, oh, is it this? And like everyone just looked at me like, dude, you're fucking stupid. And I'm like, no, the joke didn't land, and I just looked like an idiot. No.
That's the thing. I don't think I ever like made jokes in that class because it was first period for me, like AP U.S. history, and I was just so tired because for some reason high school starts at 7:30 in the morning, and I was just like, I do not want to be here.
Yeah, dude. Oh man, that was like PTSD for me right there with that.
Yeah. Sorry to make you go through that. Let's talk about some more fun video games. Back to the tank. Racing games. I've got Mario Kart.
Also, not really my fave technically, but Mario. Yeah, again, ones with a twist like Mario Kart. You know.
Yeah, all those like F1 games, like people actually have a steering wheel. I think it's really cool. People getting into that and like are like really good. I just haven't gotten like into that, but
oh no, dude, I love like the racing sims.
Yeah.
I'd get too invested. The one I was going to do anything like that, I'd be doing flight simulators.
Well, those are simulators. We were talking about those.
Well, yeah, but for like, for like you can do like racing with planes and stuff like that.
Dogfight. Wii Sports Resort.
Oh my god! I just imagine. No, wasn't that a thing where you could fly around in biplane?
That's why. No, you could like if you had co-op, you could do a dogfight.
Oh my god, dude!
Imagine the dogs from the Frisbee driving the planes like in freaking Up,
like
and they're
Snoopy?
just dogfighting in Wii Sports Resort.
Oh, dude, I was thinking like Snoopy and the Red Baron, dude.
Oh
just
yeah.
No,
that'd be so crazy if like the dogs from the Frisbee throwing and catching, just like in the background of like basketball, you just saw them like actually dogfighting in the air above the basketball hoops.
The plane like goes down and crashes next to you while you're playing the sport. Like
dude, we should mod that. Sport. Just like
that'd be so
crazy,
funny,
just like a huge twist in Wii Sports Resort. Oh my gosh, like that'd be kind of funny, like a spoof.
From behind the plane crash, there's the flames, and out of silhouette from the flames, you see the dog coming towards you, Frisbee in mouth.
I caught it. No, it has the freaking voice modulator from Up, so it's just like a high pitched voice, like I caught it.
Anyways, it's like all dramatic and intense. Yeah.
All right, so racing. Mario Kart, all those like crazy simulator ones. I also, when I was thinking about this, a core like recessed memory came back to me. Did you ever play Burnout?
Sounds
Dude,
familiar. Oh my god! Holy
I played
crap!
Burnout on the original Xbox. I freaking loved that game. That was, I think, in the era. I think I've talked about this on the podcast before, where my dad bought Halo, let me play it, and then I loved it. And my mom didn't want me to play it, so when she didn't want me to play Halo, I would just play Burnout, and I loved that game. I just played that over and over again, dude.
I definitely have played it. I didn't play that much though.
There's so many Burnout games. Oh my gosh! I think I played the first one.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now.
Yeah, but Burnout, just shut that out. Need for Speed as well. My roommate played that in college a lot. It was fun. I always had fun watching him. But again, I never really got into it myself.
Combination of both the racing and sports one. There was that one game that came out from Ubisoft like last year or something like that. I forget it was like Extreme Sports something. It looked really freaking dope. Like you're able to do anything from like cycling to like parachuting
Dog
to
fights
like
with real dogs. If it doesn't have that, I'm not interested. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Oh, dude, I'm just thinking, I forgot sports games. Did you ever do Wii Sports, like skiing and snowboarding? Like there was a Wii skiing and snowboard. I love that. I played that so much. And like with my cousins, oh my gosh, we played that so much. I just loved exploring new routes on the mountain. Mm-hmm. Also Tony Hawk Skate, another sports game.
Dude, Tony Hawk Skate was freaking,
yeah. Oh, dude, I forgot all these games. I need to go back and just like play all these old games. We need like a nostalgia night, or like we should do it. We should bring back the Blue Letter Bagels, and we do like Throwback Thursdays, and we just play old games that we like. I know that's not an original idea, but like I just want to play old games. Well,
no, dude, I'd be down for that. Honestly, I've also been thinking about getting back into streaming because like,
oh yeah,
because I've been in my off time. I've just been like totally just like vegging because of all the game design physics stuff I've been getting into and like all the recalibration I've been doing. Like I like just getting like in and like getting out of my own head. I'm like, you know what? I might as well just like record this or like stream it. That way, I'm just chilling either way, you know?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's been a thought back in my head.
Cool. We should do like that and like just like I'm just thinking of like how we can stream and like make videos. Like we can make videos like we not just Throwback Thursday, but do like a challenge, like a unique challenge. Like we're playing like Skate 3, but see who can fail the most in 2 minutes, or like who could fall over the boat. I don't know. I saw a pretty funny video on, I think it was Smosh Games. It was like they were playing Mario Kart, but they were trying to get 7th place. So like some people were trying to like stay in 7th for like the whole time. Some people were like racing ahead and then just parking at the finish line until like 6th place went over, and then they would go. But like it was so funny because they were all around 7th right at the end, and they would all like just like frantically mad dash to try to get in. They'd get like 6th, 7th, 8th, like all, and like they were like, I got
Dude, that's
it.
actually really funny.
Yeah. Next, ready to jump in the next category after racing? Yeah. Next genre, I've got puzzle games, which we kind of talked about already. We have like Portal 2. I think that's my favorite.
Yeah, agreed.
Honestly, besides Portal 2, like I don't play too many like crazy puzzle games. Like, I mean, I was consider platformers like a different genre of like puzzle games. Yeah. But we have platformers kind of later on the list. But I mean, Tetris technically a puzzle game, and gotta mention that. I think there's a new movie about the founding of Tetris, or like how they got brought to the US. Yeah. I want to see it, but I think it's on Apple TV or whatever, and I don't have that, so might never see that.
Rip.
The Escapist is kind of a puzzle game.
Yeah.
Myst.
Oh, dude, yeah, Myst is a classic, dude. If you've never played Myst or any of the
I've played Myst for like 10 minutes on the DS.
Did you ever get past the first world?
No,
or into the first
I played it on the DS and I did not like the graphics.
Oh my god, dude! Oh my god! I saw that they have Myst in VR now, dude. I'd love to do
really.
That. That'd be freaking crazy. Yeah, but no, dude. One of my favorite parts out of the first game was like, because I remember I replayed it so much when it came to like just that first world, because like I'd start and I went like finish it. So like I forget there wasn't even like save files back then. So like you just like
I have no idea. Yeah.
But there's this maze that you have to do where it's like a cart. Like you go into like a mine cart, and it's like a freaking, like you go to an intersection, you have to choose like left, forward, or right, and then you have to go through, like then you go forward, and then you get to the next intersection, and you have to find your way throughout that maze in the complete dark.
Oh wow!
So it's really just like trial and error. And dude, I remember the first time I got through that, I was like, oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Like, I can do it. I'm not a failure.
Apparently, my parents, when they played it back in the day, because when they played it, it was on ROM still. Like,
oh, wow.
Yeah, so... Or no, it was on floppies. What am I saying? It was on floppies back then.
I was going to say. Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they're saying like you put in an input for that, and then like you'd have to like literally wait like 5 minutes, and then it would do it. Yeah, dude.
And now we complain about latency.
But yeah, dude, that's a classic. But no, there's this new one that's kind of Portal-like. I forget what it was called. It's like I think it's called like the Entropy Division or something like that.
Oh, okay.
It's on Steam. It's kind of like Portal, but instead you deal with time. You're able to have different objects.
I like
and
any time-related things, like movies.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I think you'd like it.
All right. Ready to jump into the next category? We're kind of trying to get to the end here. We still have a lot to go. All right. I have party games next. This is one of my personal favorites. I love just party games, and like when I have like a LAN party or just people over like playing games like together. Like I just like this.
Kahoot?
No, honestly, yeah. Like a freaking Jackbox. All these local multiplayer ones, like you can do
Gang
other
Beast,
ones. Gang Beast. Oh, I didn't even put Gang Beast. Yeah, Nidhogg. Move or Die, Overcooked, and Overcooked 2. Overcooked 2, I think, is like my favorite. I know you hate it, but it's like honestly, I think my favorite party game. It's the best cooking game so much. Hungover game, but it's a fun cooking game. Screw you. I love Overcooked. Stick fight, duck game, Move or Die, Ultimate Chicken Horse. I think I might have said Move or Die. I don't know. Yep. But yeah, dude, Overcooked 2. Dude, I freaking was so hungover. I have to tell the story.
I do now.
I went to Penn State. It was 2020. So COVID happened in March. Then my 21st birthday happened over COVID. Yes, boo me, poor me, not boo me, boo-hoo, poor me. I had my 21st birthday over COVID, so I was quarantining and just like everyone was isolating, so I didn't get to actually celebrate. So things were like, people thought things were getting better in like June, and some of the restrictions got lifted because it was the summer and things were warming up and the virus was like kind of numbers were going down. So Penn State like opened back up for Arts Fest in like July, kind of like unofficially. So I went with some of my friends and we treated that as my 21st. So we just like went so hard. And the next morning I woke up like the most hungover I've ever been until that point. I think I've beaten that since then, but I don't know. But that's not a brag, not a flex at all. But I remember like that day we freaking played Overcooked 2 for like 4 hours, just like vegging out, trying to cure the hangover. But like it was just everything. I just needed it, and like I felt so good. Just like it was just so nice being with my friends, just playing Overcooked 2 together. Like. Just a vibe. I think we beat the game. Honestly. I don't remember, but we might have. I don't know.
Nah, dude, that's too much shit for me to do. It's games like that, and I'm going to get a lot of hate for this. I hate Smash.
What? So you don't like Cooking Mama? I just realized that's a cooking game.
Yeah.
You like Smash, bro?
No. Wait. I don't know if it's like that perspective of
that's
like
kind of a party game.
2.5 to like. I don't know. It's just my mind doesn't like it, and I just hate it. I just really don't like it.
That was always my New Year's Eve party. I played that like only once a year on New Year's Eve when people would come over.
You gotta keep in mind, I'm also not a like Nintendo guy other than like the Wii. So like anytime that I played Smash is with other people that were like super duper fucking sweaty.
Oh yeah, so and that's how we feel when we play Destiny with you, Daniel.
Well, okay, you can say that, sure, but like we've only played Destiny together like once or twice. So,
and how many times have we played Smash together?
I've done Smash like at least.
I don't think we've ever played Smash together.
15 times. No, I'm saying at least that I've played just in general.
Yeah.
If we play, how often have you played Smash?
Not often.
If we play together, I've
played a lot over my life, probably like 70 times. That's just a
70
guesstimate. I think so. I played once a year for many years, and then I played maybe like I went on a spree where I played a bunch. And then my sister got it on the Switch, and I played with her like 5 times. But I played a lot on the Wii, actually.
I'd say like 20, maybe closer to 50 times max. That's also not including games, also like multiverses and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
I guess we should just talk about fighters now, because what were we talking about before?
Party games. Well, these are kind of party games. Like
these are kind of party games
at a party, subgenre those fighters. Anyways, I do think we should move on actually to action adventure because we're rolling up the clock and it's late and I'm tired. I want to go to bed. No, I actually do enjoy talking about this, but it is late.
No, I feel you.
Action adventure. We talked about Skyrim. Red Dead Redemption 2 also have that on the list.
Yeah. Have you ever played that?
Jedi Fallen Order. I played it a little bit at your sister's, I thought. Or maybe I just watched her play it. I don't know.
You probably just watched her play it.
Yeah.
But dude, oh my god, Red Dead 2, a peak pinnacle of like storytelling with action and adventure. It's like
Last of Us, gonna put in there. The Telltale Batman game. Basically, I'm just thinking any game I watch Jacksepticeye play because he really likes story games. Detroit Become Human. Have you ever played that or heard of that?
Yeah.
I really like the story in that. I got sucked into that. Again, I watched Jacksepticeye play that, and like story in that is so good.
Dude, I've watched people do multiple playthroughs of that. Like, oh my god,
I love that one. Breath of the Wild, Adventure Maps in Minecraft. I have on here. Shadow of Colossus.
Oh god, I had a game in my mind and I lost it. You continue going. I'm going to see if I can remember
that. That was it. Shadow of Colossus. Another Jacksepticeye one.
The Stanley Parable.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's kind of more puzzle. I would
puzzle,
say.
But to a degree, well, not really, kind of, but it's not really puzzly.
It's like you're just like walking through it.
You're walking around and doing stuff, you know.
That like makes you think. That's kind of one that you like don't really have a lot of strategy. You just kind of are aimlessly walking around. And do.
Yeah.
Yeah. What we were talking about earlier. Anyways, any other action adventure you want to talk about? Any of your favorite standouts? Skyrim for me, probably. Detroit Become Human for ones I've watched.
Yeah. I agree. Those are good picks.
Jedi Fallen Order is good. Anyways, all right. Survival is next, which we've talked about Minecraft, but we've got The Raft. I'm kind of thinking of all those like games where like
the forest,
things are happening. You know? Yeah, The Forest, Subnautica, Rust again, kind of. Yeah, I like this genre. Kind of loops into Sandbox a bit.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I feel like, because when you're surviving, like naturally you need to like build or craft things. So yeah, it would be hard to do like a survival game where you can't actually. Like, imagine like a survival game
where you can't build.
Yeah,
there's probably games out there that's like.
Well, yeah, but then I feel like they're more like roguelites, or just rogues.
I think technically any game is survival because you're surviving while playing. I guess even Pong, like
unless you're in a game that you can't die,
or it's like, or you're trying to die. Like the point of the game is die. Isn't there a game where you like just? I feel like there is a game where you're trying to like.
Die, yeah.
Die. What is that game?
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Game where you try to die. Roblox is the only thing coming up.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
No, that's try, where virgins go to die.
What? You mean? I mean, no, they wouldn't. If the virginness of them dies, it means they had sex. You don't go to Roblox to have sex, Daniel.
That's true.
That's where versions go to thrive.
Yeah, true. No, that's true. That is true. That's a better way to put that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anywho.
That's why we're a good team. Next on the list, I was trying to figure a way to segue that, but this is not a team thing. It's horror. The first horror game I could think of is that Thomas the Tank Engine, like horror.
Oh, thing,
yeah. The train thing.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
That's interesting. Amnesia is on this list. PewDiePie, that was like his big break.
I'm gonna lie, I haven't really played that many horror games. I'm not.
Same. I'm not a huge horror genre guy. Resident Evil.
Dead by Daylight. Really, any zombie game.
Dead by Daylight, yeah. Kind of Last of Us a little bit has zombies, but it's more story. Yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah, but there's also horror elements. Like there's so many times where there's a
action adventure horror
clicker like around the corner. You're just like, oh my god. Ah,
yeah, the tension. Right. The last genre we've got is platformers.
Isn't everything a platform technically? You know.
What about Air? The one where you just like fly around. We played that. Remember that?
The islands are platforms.
True, that is true.
Name me one game where there's or you don't make contact with anything.
What is there? There's one that's like falling and you're trying to avoid things. I guess those are platforms you're trying to avoid. Falling with style.
Well, yeah, but that's not technically a platformer because it's you avoiding stuff.
Yeah.
Asteroids.
Asteroids, true. Yeah, there's no platforms.
Yeah.
You fool.
Interesting. Anyway, let's talk about the antithesis.
Mario.
Of platformers. Yes, Mario's
like platform I have up there. Yeah. Run. Shout out Cool Math Games for that one. Mirror's Edge I've also got up here.
Yes. Okay. People are also hate me for this. Mirror's Edge is overhyped.
I agree. It's like good. I really like it, and I'm glad I've played it. But
it was all right. But
it's like
yeah.
People just think it's like the best thing since sliced bread, and that's I Am Bread, not
that's
this,
I Am Bread.
Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, all like right. it had a good foundation, but like it didn't follow through on like it had jank to it. But yeah, you continue.
I don't know what I was doing there. But there's also kind of a subgenre of platformers called. Have you heard of Faudian games?
Yes.
Do you know what that is?
Isn't that games where you tried like not to fall? It's like I'm trying to remember like the
no
to get over. The guy.
That's the like getting over it is the like kind of how it was created. So it's a subgenre of video games characterized by their anger-inducing, monotonous nature, and usually they're platformers. So there's subgenres named after Bennett Foddy, the creator of Getting Over It, which is that one where you're like in like a cauldron and like you have like a sledgehammer and you're trying to just like climb. But also, I would consider the one we played the other night, Bread and Fred, a Foddian game.
Oh, definitely, dude.
That was so fun. It's an early access game, which you have to. You're two penguins like. The ice climbers basically linked by a rope trying to climb together up this mountain, and it was
so
bad
fun,
it was freaking remote,
but it was so bad. So it's remote play. So they're like the connection was terrible. Because you're trying to time fit. It's very time dependent, and like we can't time fit.
I just hope that when it's not remote play that it's like works.
If it's not remote play,
I hope it's not remote play when the full game comes out, when it's early access is done. But yeah, Jump King, Pogo's stuck.
That's what we thought about Lego Star Wars. But honestly, dude, that's probably one of the only reasons why I feel like I haven't continued to play Lego Star Wars, because I want to play it with somebody.
Yeah,
and I can't because it's freaking remote play.
Yeah,
stupid.
Anyways, that was all the genres. I'm gonna ask you, what is your favorite video game genre?
You see, Jake, that's a tough technicality there, because I'm probably going to say it's going to be a mix.
Let's say your top 3.
Platformer, shooter, technically RPG.
Platformer, shooter, RPG. Platformer, really? What platformers do you really like?
Well, I grew up with games like Ratchet and Clank and Spyro and stuff like that, which are like core,
I guess those are platformers.
Foundational platformers, yeah.
Gotcha.
So I'm thinking of that, but then I'm also, again, with Ratchet and Clank, I'm thinking like shooter, but I'm also, again, Call of Duty, Destiny, stuff like that. And that's another thing with Destiny too. It kind of combines all three because you have that RPG element of all that.
I think I've grown out of my love for FPS. I think that would have been my number one in middle school and early high school, but I think I've transitioned and I don't play those as much as I used to, which is fine.
Yeah,
I still enjoy them, but
and plus too, like what you said earlier with VR, it's a new type of medium for me to kind of a new way for me to enjoy that.
A whole new world. Yeah. I think for my couple top genres, I have to put Sandbox up there.
Yep, that'd probably be my fourth.
I'm gonna say party games because again, I love playing just with people. I like multiplayer games. Puzzle is up there. Like, just I don't know if I'm not gonna give it to Puzzle, but I think Puzzle is like close just because I love Portal 2. But I think that's like one of the only puzzle games I really like play a lot. If there's other ones,
you like more of a competitive side.
Yeah. So that's why. Well, kinda. So Sandbox, party games. I have strategy up here, but I don't know. I think I might put action adventure just because I really.
Yeah,
I don't know because I don't play a lot of single player games anymore, but I do like the idea of them, and
action adventure doesn't need to delineate to single player.
True. What multiplayer action?
Bed Wars is action.
Oh, okay. Then I'll say action adventure. Sure. I'll say Sandbox, party games, action adventure. All right.
Action adventure is more general because it's more describing the gameplay style than the actual genre itself that it's being performed under.
What is your least favorite genre?
Probably horror. I'm not that much of a horror guy. I don't like horror content in really any context. It's either super cheesy or it's just, I don't know. It's not. I don't like look to go get scared.
I think you're the recency bias because I think I'd rather play horror versus the MOBA, like League of Legends type games.
I would rather. Actually, I don't know. Oh man, that's tough.
So I think MOBA. I'm saying MOBA is my bottom. The like League of Legends.
That's also probably my bottom. Come to think of it, because like I feel like I would sooner do. Actually, yeah, no, I've sooner done VR stuff that's horror than like gone and played Dota or League.
I know you're my best friend, not that other Halo guy.
Which, by the way, dude, horror and VR, that is freaking.
Yeah, dude, I can't even imagine.
When it's able to get like in your face, oh my god, dude.
What do you think is an underrated genre?
I'm going to say puzzle, but when puzzle is done right, for example, Portal or the
Portal 2?
Entropy Center. That's what I'm talking about. That's what it was. Ones where they're able to use a specific like physics or mechanic to make something.
Yeah, Entropy Center was so good, dude.
You played that?
Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of something else. Sorry, that's not the one.
You might have played the demo. The
demo's free. What is the one we did where it was like you can move something and the perspective makes it bigger or smaller?
Oh, Subliminal.
Subliminal. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, dude.
I really like Subliminal.
Yeah, exactly. Ones like that. I love ones like that.
Okay, maybe Puzzle's creeping higher on my list because I'm remembering other puzzle games now.
See? And again, I want to get you in that game again because they have multiplayer. Like they have multiplayer races in that game.
Okay.
I think it'd be so fun to do with the guys.
I think for my underrated, I think Simulation like has some good ones in there. Like not all the like trucking sims and whatever, but like Sims and like Sim City, I think can be really fun and like also like teaches you, which I know is like lame teaching, learning, but like I think that's really cool. So you want to shout that out?
No, I agree. I think it's rated though. I don't think it's under or overrated. I think it's just rated.
I think it's slightly underrated, slightly, because the community itself that does love those games rates it properly and like high, but I think the general public, not that crew, underrates it.
True.
Yeah. What genre has, I guess, I was gonna say the best collection of games, but that's kind of, I guess, what your favorite one is. But I don't know. I'd say action adventure, honestly.
I honestly would as well. But again, that's because it's so generic. You're able to put a lot in there. Yeah. If you could only have one game to play for the rest of your life,
Minecraft, because you can basically make multiple games in there.
You say that?
That's the game I play most, anyways.
And I'm inclined to agree.
Let's go.
Yeah.
BFFs. I don't know what I...
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, wait, that's the other
Wait. When we do this, for those who are audio listeners, we're trying to high five, but I forget which way that... I think you need to...
Well, hold on. The one you have raised right now is your right. Correct?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, are you saying we're doing this?
Yeah, but I think you're the other way.
Okay, so...
When I'm editing, yeah. So just do that. Yeah. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3. Okay. If that doesn't work, I'll just like edit it and flip it around to make it work.
Flip me, yeah.
So, and for those who are wondering what just happened in the audio episode, we just high-fived in the video episode.
We just high-fived digitally.
Attempted to. Digitally high-fived. All right.
Here, we'll do it audioly now. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Cool.
There we go. Audio high five.
Okay. Anyways, ready to jump into the next segment?
Yeah, what we got?
I actually don't have any of like quirky queries, TTT, or to draft this time, and since we went long, I think that's all right. Ready to jump into patron shoutouts?
Yeah, hit me with them.
Cue the stars music. Bushka, Patron, Lori, Frank, Rick, Lisa, Evan, Tony. Thank you so much for watching the tier. Thank you to the shout out. If you'd like to support us over on Patreon, like you saw in the description, you get the audio episode early. Doesn't benefits, cool perks, all that jazz, and more. Thank you seriously, sincerely to our Patreon supporters. We really appreciate it. Appreciate you. Are you ready for cool comments?
Yeah, what we got this time? Who's saying stuff? What is the thing?
Josh McIntyre commented on our episode from, I think, 2 weeks ago when this goes out, but we just posted it yesterday when we're recording this, the animated bracket episode. They said, I think Illumination is a really good studio, and the movies make me laugh every single time. Kind of underrated, in my opinion. Yeah, that's a fair assessment. I think we said Illumination wasn't really our cup of tea, but yeah, I don't hate.
You say that, and the first thing that came to mind was like all the Minion movies and like the Newt meme.
Yeah.
It's just oh my god, my brain. Okay, sorry, that was stupid.
Yeah, thank you for the comment. If for those listening now, please feel free to comment based on this episode. Are there any categories we missed for video games, or any video games from a specific category that we missed? Let us know.
Yeah.
All right, ready to jump into the introduction.
Yeah, tell me when.
When?
We just talk about what we want to, Dutch. Now we're done. I don't know.
What did you just say?
You made me think of Red Dead Redemption earlier, and it's been stuck in my head like nonstop. We just talked about what we were talking about. Now we're done. That's
all right.
The actual one.
Cool. So it's gonna be really weird because I guess when I put the audio in, it's gonna like sound like it doesn't sync up with the first one, but then the second one will come and it'll sync up. So
yeah.
Apologies for that. Thank you for dealing with that. Yeah. See you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.